You know what time it is. Weekend vlog! Which is like my favorite restaurant. My cousin is late. Like that's just like an hour late. Like who does that? Like so I'm just gonna eat, read, and then leave because I have Power FM today. I'm gonna be on the radio. So I'm just gonna leave her because honestly, the disrespect. But anyway, I'm reading now. I just have to say, as I was talking, she texts me and she says, I'm here, I'm just smoking quickly. Ma'am, you are an hour late. How are you taking a smoke break when you're an hour late? Honestly, Marisa doesn't see me as like, guys, like, and I'm 2 weeks older than her. This bitch has no respect. Just finished lunch. I'm driving over to Power FM because I'm going to be on the radio with my mom talking about books. So for those of you who wonder how I finish so many books, this is how we do it. Popping in my earphones. Here I am. Got my phone. I'm listening to Bridgerton, which is actually going really well. I'm absolutely loving it. Oh, by the way, in Deeper Waters, I'm only finished like 2 chapters before that hoe actually arrived for lunch, but it's actually looking like it's going to be really good, so I'm really excited. So I'll probably go to Power now. By the time I'm finished, it'll be like late. I'll be at home reading, so you'll probably get another, I'll show you guys a bit of Power FM obviously, but then you'll get a little bit more of an update once I'm actually of a reading update tomorrow morning. So yeah, let's pop these earphones in and let's get driving. I'm very excited! Guys, I've never been on radio. Can you even believe that? Shocking. Like, am I the kind of person who should never have been on radio? So I'm excited about to go in, see what's going on, say hi to my mom. She's been on the air since like 3 o'clock and she's going to be on until 6. It's like a women's month thing where they're letting like powerful women, successful women take over the air for like, and she wants to interview me about books, what else? So yeah, I'm going to go in, show you guys around, but generally I'm excited. Feels like it's going to be a vibe, so let's go do that. Hi guys! Okay, so I'm inside. You can probably hear the air stuff. My mom is in there. I'm so excited. This is going to be so fun. So I'm going to be talking about basically like some African lit recs. She's going to ask me a couple of questions about Pretty Bookish and just like why I like to read, etc. Make me look good. But anyway, yeah, I'm waiting for them to finish this segment and then it'll be my turn, and then yeah, so I don't know if I'll be able to shoot while I'm in there. I might go live on Instagram. I'm not sure if I'll be allowed to. I'll ask them when I get in there, but yeah, live from Power of it. Mom, say hi to the people, to the Pretty Bookish people.
accuse and excuses for this disorder should not obey the law of the country. The Commission has characterized the video and its contents as xenophobic and discrimination based on
okay, so starting off by saying that, like, I read really widely. I read a lot of different stuff, not just African female writers, but I think it's one of the most underrepresented groups. And I think recently you're starting to see a lot more publishers paying attention to African female writers and those stories that typically are not represented. So I've read quite a few, but like if I had to give like quick fire recommendations of some that I think are accessible to a lot of people, the writing is fantastic, the story is fantastic, and it just like gives you a great insights into a number of different experiences of like womanhood and just personhood in general. I would say my absolute favorite book is Under the Udala Trees by Chinelo Okparanta. It is a Nigerian writer and it is a queer romance with two female main characters, and I think it's just such a beautiful story. The second one would have to be a book that my favorite book from last year was Love in Color by Bolu Babalola. And the thing is, on the back of the book she says that like her goal is to kind of decolonize tropes and themes of love and romance and lust and passion, and I think that's what the book does. It's a collection of short stories that centers women of the global south as kind of romantic figures and figures in like romantic stories, which I think is something that's underrepresented. I would also say Stay With Me by Ayobami Adebayo, which is one of our favorites as well. Such a great insight into the sacrifices that women have to make in terms of motherhood, but also marriage. And it's just a well-written book, and it's actually just like, it's entertaining as well. So I really, really like that one as well. Who Fears Death by Nnedi Okorafor, one of the best speculative fantasy writers. I think if you're a fan of like action fantasy movies, there is a huge body of work coming out of the continent that has African inspired fantasy that roots itself in African mythologies and African histories and just makes it entertaining. So like think Game of Thrones, think Wrath of the Titans, but like an African version. So that one is really great. And then if I had to choose like two more, the one would be My Children Have Faces, which is our favorite book from South Africa by Carol Campbell. It's set in the Karoo, and it has this beautiful story about, but actually harrowing, let me not say beautiful, it's a harrowing story about a woman trying to escape an abusive relationship, trying to find belonging, motherhood. Great story. Then the last one would be How Beautiful We Were by Imbolo Mbwe. Fantastic book, Cameroonian writer. That's the major theme is the effects. It's a fiction book that explores the effects of environmental degradation on communities and rural communities of the global south. It's set in a Cameroonian village, and it talks about how drilling for oil and all of these things and how global warming and climate change actually affect the bulk of the effect, and the most negative ramifications of it are felt in the global south and with rural lower income communities. So that's what that book is about, and I think that one is fantastic as well.
And Nana, just a final word, how do listeners get into reading? How does one just develop the habit of reading and the love of reading? How do you start?
I think it's the simplest thing that I can say. My best advice is to read what you like. Because I think what often happens, especially like take it back to primary school, high school level, people's love of reading gets completely battered by the syllabus and by this idea that you have to read a specific kind of book to be considered a real reader. So for me, I would definitely say read what you like. If you like I'm obsessed with Greek mythology. Clash of the Titans is one of my favorite movies. Those are the books that I read. If you like romance books, read. If you like romance movies, read romance books. If you like Marvel movies, read the graphic novels, read the superhero stuff. Find something that you actually enjoy, topics that you enjoy, and read about that, and eventually your reading will evolve. Yum, yum, yum. Get in my time. Actually, let me finish chewing before I talk to you guys, because I was raised better than this. Okay, guys, I've finished chewing. No, I fit that camera properly. All right. Okay. Sorry, I was just like, my mom would kill me. Imagine she watched a video of me chewing while I'm talking. Anyway, so yeah, I'm just like excited right now. I'm sorry, I just finished watching an episode of Love Island UK. You know that episode that where they do the hot race challenge where they all like dance sexy and stuff like that? The cringiest thing. Literally, that is the most cringy thing I've ever seen on TV. And every season, every time they do it, I just watch it and I just start laughing, but inside I'm cringing on their behalf. So that's why I'm like a little bit hyper. Anyway, so I wanted to come and show you guys just basically what I'm planning to read this weekend. So the whole point of me doing a weekend vlog this weekend, because I know it's been 6 months basically since I did one, was that I was planning to read the whole weekend because South Africa is in the middle of a cold front, so ain't nobody going nowhere, ain't nobody trying to see nobody. So I thought I'd show you guys what I'm up to, what I'm reading. So the first thing is Bridgerton, Romancing Mr. Bridgerton, which is Colin's story, which is the 4th book in the series. I fell into a Bridgerton hole last week and I've just been obsessively reading these books since last week, so I'm just on that vibe right now. I already bought the next book in, which is Eloise's story, the next book in the series, so yes, that's fun. Then the other thing that I'm reading is Dear Cinthurin, a Black Spirit memoir by Akwaeke Emezi. I am fully obsessed with this. I started on Thursday. It is beautiful. The writing is crisp, it is clean, but Akwaeke is managing to convey such like heart-wrenching emotion. Do you know what I mean? And the thing is, their first book, Freshwater, I couldn't finish it. I couldn't even get past chapter 2 because it was so, the writing was so convoluted. So I think with this one, even though there are elements of the metaphysical that are being discussed, it's crisper and it's cleaner, and I'm finding reading it to be such a better experience. I think slightly because it's a memoir. But it's really like the frankness with which they speak about things like suicide and existing in the world, but also not wanting to exist. It's just, I think this is going to be one of the best memoirs that I read this year. So I'm really enjoying this one. Hopefully we'll get a bit further with that today. Then, as you saw yesterday, I am reading In Deeper Waters by F.T. Lukens. So I haven't really read much of this so far. Yesterday I read about 2 chapters and I haven't gone further yet. I'm hoping to finish this once I start this again, because I'm on the last like 50 pages of Bridgerton. So once I finish with that, I'll jump back into this. But so far, the writing is pretty good. I'm not finding it difficult at all. So yeah, I'll give you more of an idea of this. If you want to know what this book is about, I did it in my anticipated releases, I think in June during Pride Month. I think this is one of the books that I discussed there. So, but it's basically like a queer Pirates of the Caribbean type situation in my estimation. Then I'm also finally reading with Hot Stuff. I can't wait to actually dive into this. I was planning to do this tomorrow because I want to spend the whole day just like with Nick and Charlie. But these are the books that I'm planning to read this weekend. Then the other thing that I'm doing, my reading journal. Here it is, here it is, here it is. I don't think I've shown you guys the journal in ages, but I'm so behind. I know it's like the 14th, but I haven't done my August spread yet. The last thing I have in here was my July spread, which I really, really enjoyed. It came out really well. You guys probably can't see that. But I need to do my August spread. So I just came back from Postnet. I was printing some like stuff because I think I'm going to go with a very like galaxy theme because I've got some washi tape that matches this. So today, right now, I'm going to listen to an audiobook and really just set up my August spread. Luckily, I keep on my notes app like the books that I'm reading on each day so that I can input the information onto my spread because that's usually what I use my spreads for. So that is the plan for today. Oh, right. I'm also trying to finish Hello, Bye Koko Come In by Kollega Putuma. To be honest, if I'm going to be frank, I'm not loving it as much as I love Collective Amnesia. I don't know what it is, but like I don't think it's as good as Collective Amnesia, but I mean, I'm gonna finish it because I love her work and hopefully like some of the poems, I mean 1 or 2 poems have stood out for me, but like overall it's not hitting the same. But anyway, yeah. So all I'm gonna do now is do that. By the way, this is Jesus's favorite snack. If you guys don't eat tumbles, the ones with raisins inside, I don't know what you're doing with your life. I went and picked these up. Literally when I was at the store now getting pizza. So that's my plan. Journaling, tumbles, listening to audiobook, and then reading a lot later today. I'll check in again maybe later today if I end up getting further. Probably if I finish Bridgerton, I'll check in. But otherwise, look forward to vlogging with you guys in the future. Bye for now. So like, bye for now. So I just had my French toast, fantastic. Fresh out the shower, wearing my hair's wet. Didn't realize my hair was wet. Wearing my NASA sweatshirt. Okay, so I literally am craving so bad, like watermelon, the sour watermelon Mike and Ike's. I don't know what's happening, and the thing is, like, I was on my period like last week, so I don't think it's that. So anyway, I'm gonna get into the car and go, like, I'm literally craving them so bad, so I'm gonna go look for those, and then when I get back I will give you guys a bit of a reading update. I've got a bit further in deeper waters. I'm almost at the halfway mark, so yeah, I'll let you guys know how it goes or where I'm at with it. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, to finish it this afternoon. So yeah, let me go grab my candy and then come back and read. Check that Spa first and they don't have them. So I just remember that there's this massive candy store at Hillcrest Boulevard that has like all the American imports. I don't know why I didn't just start here. So I'm about to go in and see if they have them. Fingers crossed that they have some Mike and Ike's, because literally it's the only thing I care about right now. It's the only thing I want. So yeah, let's go in. Success, guys. They have all of them. All the Mike and Ike's. I'm so excited. Okay, so this is what I wanted. Let's try some other flavors. I've tried those. This looks good. I'm so happy right now. Actually, let's get 2 boxes of these. Success. I got them. So I was gonna get the watermelon ones, but then I found this jumbo box with all the sour flavors. I've never had it before, so I just thought, let me just give it a whirl. Let me try it out and see what other flavors I like. But I also got my watermelon one, baggie of the apple ones to try. I don't know why I was craving Mike and Ike's here, guys. It just happened. So yeah, let me go home and go read in deeper waters. So I'm home now. Just made myself hot chocolates in this cute little mug from Typo. I think I'm going to do a bit of a sprint of In Deeper Waters. So far, I'm really enjoying it. It's actually, do you know what? I'm interested to see how it goes, because the book is only 250 pages or something, and I'm already on like page 100, and like the main part of the action hasn't started yet. So I'm not really sure, but you get a sense of the characters, and like the world setting is really good. But I actually just remembered that like this is actually a series, it's not a standalone, so that's probably why. But I'm interested to see how much of the story you get during book 1, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna try and do about a 50-page sprint, and then yeah, I'll check in again in a little bit. So yeah, that's basically all I have to say. I'm gonna read this for a bit more, then I'll give you guys an update on DSM Thurin, because I've gotten about 3 minutes. So I've just, ow, crap, I just hit myself in the face with a book. Ow! It's always the things that love you that hurt you. Anyway, I just hit page 200. I like it. I just don't love it. Like, I'm enjoying it, but I'm not like completely blown away by it. The story's a bit slow. There's not a lot of like action and stuff like that that's happening. So yeah, I don't know. I'm definitely gonna finish it, and I mean, I like it enough. Don't get me wrong. I think it's a pretty cute story. It's a cute little book, but like, it's not like mind blowing. And I wanted something to give me like that like epic fantasy, like, do you know what I mean? That I just wanted something like more extra. But yeah, let me read a bit more, and then yeah, I don't know what else to say.